All right, hello once again. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I've been going over a series of 7 presentations from docs.microsoft.com on using the Entity Framework database first with ASP.NET MVC. I did the Getting Started article, followed by creating the web application, generating views, changing the database, and what's left now is customizing a view, enhancing data validation, and publishing to Azure. This next presentation should be quite short because it's a very short article. When I printed it out, it's the equivalent of about 2 pages. So they mention here that this part of the series focuses on changing the automatically generated views to enhance the presentation. The generated code provides a good starting point for your application, but it does not necessarily provide all the functionality you need for your application. You can customize the code to meet particular requirements. Currently, the application does not display the enrolled courses for the selected student. In this section, we will add the enrolled courses for each student to the details view. So we are to go into our students details.cs HTML. There's our students. There's our details right there. And below the last DL tag, but before the closing div, we are to add this. In other words, we are going to be going through this code here to display what courses each student is enrolled in. So, below the last DL tag, and there are not DL tags in here, but I think they mean DD tag. Oh, below the last DL tag. All right. So let's try that again. Below the last DL tag, but before the closing div tag. Take it that's what they mean is right there. All right. So we are setting up a table that has for each student the title of the course they've taken, the grade they received, and the amount of credits that class was worth. And we're going to zip through that, and we're going to, for each student, we're going to use a for each loop to peruse our way through that student's. We're kind of printing out a record of each student's classes. Not kind of, that's what we are doing. So, as mentioned here, this code creates a table that displays a row for each record in the enrollment table for that particular selected student. The display method renders HTML that represents the expression. We use the display method rather than simply embedding the property value in the code to make sure that it's formatted correctly. For example, for grades, we want it, I think, to 2 decimal places. We don't want it to several decimal places or whatever. So browse to the students view, select details for one of the students. So we will do this one that they show right here. Let's, of course, do a save first. And since we haven't built in a while, let's build the solution. Looks like that came out okay. And let's run the program. I believe that we're going to have problems running it from here. So let's go back to the index page, view it in the browser. There we go. All right, and we'll go, as it says here, to Donnie Tibbetts. We'll go to the details page, and as shown on page 3 of the handout, last name, first name, enrollment date. We didn't give them a middle name, but the course title, the grade, and the credits for each one of the classes. We should be able to do this for all of our students. So also for Lisa Guzman, seems to be a better student than Donnie, and Phil Catlett, who's only taken one class but aced it. Okay, that's literally it for this particular lesson. All right, as mentioned, it's a very, very, very short lesson. Now, the next lesson also is not too long. Let me close this, and let me go back to here. All right, and let's go back to here. So we've got 2 more lessons to go. The next one is enhancing data validation. We are again going to talk about data annotations, and in addition, we will talk about the meta class. So we are up to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 7. So I will be back with that 6th presentation in a matter of minutes.